Hello and welcome to 4000 and Counting, brought to you by Hurricane e-bikes. I'm Watty, this is Mark, and if you can follow today's episode, you deserve a trophy because we are going to be discussing the shit show that is the Champions Hockey League, them trying to reinvent the wheel of ice hockey, and, well, Mark's kind of briefly touched on it in the roundup that we just released about the draw. Now, I hadn't seen it, so I went onto their website. You can all do the same. Go to CHL. Whatever it is, and they do a pretty good little explanation video. I'll give them the credit. It's well put together, yeah.
Nice video.
But wow, you have to be Rain Man to follow it. And then if you're in this pot, you can only play to the left of you and to the right of you, but you can't be drawn in the same league, and you can't be drawn against this team, and like the Red Bull teams can't be drawn against each other. We then get to the draw, and we skim watched it. I didn't sit and watch an hour because that would have been fucking painful. But honestly, Mark, I think you downplayed it when you said it was a shit show.
Oh man, it's the most complicated draw I've ever watched in my life. I honestly felt like I had to go back to school again and go through some maths classes and some science and stuff.
All sort of shit going on in there. It was, for a viewer, horrible. Just horrible. Why are they trying to why does it need to be that complicated?
Yeah.
Just draw the teams, who plays who. I get the teams in the same country, fine. But other than that, this whole going backwards and going forwards, and this team that's on the end can have to go around the other end because they released a photo grid. And on that photo grid, the teams in Pool A are made up from the previous winners from last year, and then the winners of the Swedish league, the Swiss league, etc., the top leagues. And then it's the B's, so it's the second ones. Basically, Belfast end up in Group D, as we're in what they call a challenger league. So there's us, Rouen, of the French league, and a couple of other, I think there's four, I think Slovakia, 4 countries that are classed as challenger leagues. Obviously, they've reduced the format from 32 down to 24. And yeah, I'm still trying to get over watching that draw right now.
Yeah, it's just
bizarre.
I'm in a pretzel right now.
Mind pretzel. I mean, if you did understand it, fair fucks to you. If you understood what was going on.
Yeah, if you did, reach out to us and give us some tuition, please.
Well, just dumb it down for us. Try and it was mega complicated, and that's going without saying. They've obviously changed. Try to change the rules, but before we go, they've gone to a different format. It's 3 home, 3 away, against 6 different opponents. It's a league, and I don't know what they're doing.
Go further, go faster, get fitter. Subscribe today. Hurricane e-bikes have a great range of bikes available on the e-bike subscription plans. The cruiser e-bikes are perfect for beach rides, long distance rides, or just everyday use. The fat bike e-bikes look great and can cope with the toughest terrain, perfect for off-road adventures. The hybrids range are perfect for about town, everyday use and leisurely rides with the family. Take your ride to the next level with the mountain bike and get ready for your next power-assisted adventure.
I don't know what they're doing. They've ballsed it up, man. If you're Belfast right now, you must mind being a pretzel. You get to play against some cool teams. Obviously, you put a tweet out that they face off against 3 of the ice hockey league teams.
Yeah.
Do you want to run down the teams who they are? Can you remember?
Yeah, you got Red Bull Salzburg, Innsbruck, and Bolzano from Italy. So you've essentially got there the top 3 of the league last year. I watched all 3 of them. Bolzano, good. Let's scrap that because it's the signings now, and Salzburg will be interesting to see how they go with recruitment.
Have they got Bordeaux?
Oh, it's Red Bull.
Yeah. so yeah.
What you will see with them is you'll see a couple of guys. What you'll see, the top prospects for Austria. So if you're a fan like me, a bit of a nerd, you see a team like that, and you'll see. I saw Paterka for Salzburg.
Yeah, and that kid can obviously play. They've changed some rules. They've changed all sorts of bits and pieces. I'm just trying to find the other three opponents for Belfast. There's Tapia from Finland, I believe.
Yeah, you've got Luca Rauma, which we had a podcast guest, Josh Kestner, was playing for them. I saw them and met their team in the summer. And
One more.
there was one more, and I've fucking forgotten who it
Mind
is.
blank. But it's either way, the way they've tried to change so much, and
Oh, was that it? Oh,
that,
Pardubice from Czech.
yeah, well done. Yeah, well done. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see how they match up against those teams. I think the Giants could do well against the Austrian teams. Obviously, Belfast are going to sign a strong roster. Davy Phillips, obviously, we just touched on him in the last video, and people were giving him a bit of shit. But he's going back to play in the Champions Hockey League, and then he's going to play in World Championships next year. So I think he's going to have fun. And you guys might as well jump on board, seeing as he's going to be putting the jersey on. And some of the comments are fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous.
Yeah, really are.
I don't want to beat a dead horse, though, because we talked about it already. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Giants fare up. How you know more about the European hockey scene than most. Where would you rank the Giants' opportunities in those 6 games, 3 being at home, 3 being away?
I'm going to put this out there. I might get shut down for it. I'm going to say that the top teams, not saying Austrian teams, the top teams really don't care. Spoke with players, they don't like it. The extended, basically for them, it's exhibition games leading into the season. They care more about the season than the Champions Hockey League. But we'll see. You're going to see amazing talent, that's for sure. You're going to get a lot of them just rolling the lines around and getting used to preparations for the domestic league. But given that, actually, to see Belfast against the ice hockey league teams, yeah, good matchup. I actually favour Belfast. Let's see how the rest of the recruitment goes, but I'm certain that Belfast will potentially grab points off 2 of the 3 teams at least.
Well, that'd be good. Like, any wins for UK hockey in order to keep your place in that, no matter what you think of the Champions League, whether you think it's good or you don't. I mean, you get to play against some fantastic players. It's great for British talent. And when it then comes to being involved in world champs and stuff, we're used to playing against high level talent. So it definitely serves its purpose. Although, let's get into some of these rule changes. So, guys, forgive me, I'm going to look off screen here, but I'm going to try and digest this for you. So, the following 3 on-ice rule changes will be introduced, starting with minor penalties. They're going to be dealt the same as a major penalty. So if a team scores a goal, they will remain the team that took the penalty will remain short-handed. No getting out the box early for minor penalties. If a goal is scored while the ref's arm up for a delayed penalty, that will still be a penalty even if a goal is scored. So you're going to get penalised either way. And if a team that are short-handed score against you on the PP, your PP is going to get wiped. What do we make of them?
Don't like the direction of the first one for many reasons. The second point, actually, I don't mind. The third point, I don't mind. But again, I just don't want the change.
Yeah, I don't think we need to change anything.
Yeah.
I quite like the last one, though. Like, if you concede a shorty, they're going to take your power play off you. So you've been a bad boy. Lose your power play. You know your coach is going to be mega pissed. All of a sudden, if you're in that competition to take it seriously, your penalty killers become 2 of the most... I mean, they are anyway. Yeah, 4 of the most important players in your roster. Because you could be taking PPs off teams just by sneaking a goal here or there. Like, Guildford scored quite a few shorties last year. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not going to say I like it, because I don't think I like it, as in it needs to change that much. Delayed penalty, if you score a goal, yeah, I kind of think that's fair.
That's not a bad one out of the 3.
I never got before, actually. Why, if you score because they haven't touched the puck,
It's
Why
your
should
own
that?
fault.
Yeah, why should that penalty not count? Like, yeah, I quite like that, but the first one, bullshit.
Yeah,
Absolute
there's many
bullshit. Like,
ways to look at that as well.
there's a minor penalty for a reason, and there's a major penalty for a reason. 2 minutes shouldn't be a major.
No,
And
that's why it's called a fucking minor.
yeah, well, yeah, 2 minute minor as opposed to a 2 minute major. Let's hope that nobody else follows suit with that rule at the very least. But yeah, I'm not too bothered about the other ones. Plus, it doesn't affect our leagues, it doesn't affect the national, it doesn't affect the elite league, it doesn't affect North One, South. Like, it doesn't affect us. But our Champions League getting ideas above their station? Is this IIHF who's kind of making this decision? That's to be seen. But I still think it's a bit of a car crash. The draw was a car crash. Try to do the draw, digest new rules, everything at the same time. I don't know. What do you make of that? Do you reckon they could have kind of done it a little bit better?
Just simplified it all. I know they tried to explain it with a video. It was just, I don't know how you simplify that, to be honest. I think you
Not
just
only
need to go
that,
back.
how many people want to watch a video? They just want to watch the fucking draw. I don't want to watch a video to explain to me this is how the draw works. I want to just better turn the website on. Yeah, go on.
That's why that demo video came out so early. It was to give us like a couple of months preparation to get ready for the draw.
To revise like it's your exams, just to get through the draw. But I don't know. I think it's awesome for Belfast to be involved in it. It is a big competition in Europe.
Love to see an elite league team get the chance to go to these places. You know, the top teams in Europe. That's cool, but stop with the rule change. Let's just play hockey. Let's stop having these conflicts and stuff like that with sponsorships not being able to play. Leagues, I kind of get. That's kind of that's the one thing I get. But
they do that in football, don't they? Like Inter Milan and AC
yeah.
Milan can't be drawn in the same pool together in the first, was it last 32, 16, whatever it is. But then once you get out of that, I think it's kind of a free-for-all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you get down to the quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals, I'm pretty sure anyone can play anyone. And yeah, I don't know. I think
I just hope though. I hope that the minor penalties go into majors. I hope that just stays. I don't like it at all. I just hope that stays at the Champions Hockey League. It goes no further.
Yeah,
I do not want to see that going anywhere else.
What do you girls think in comments? Let us know. Do you think any of those 3 rule changes are good? Are you more than happy to stay the same like we are? I know that they're okay ideas. I don't think the need to change is there yet. I don't know why you would change. I guess it's to get more offense, maybe. Also,
entertainment value, isn't it?
Yeah, I get that as well. But like some of the refereeing at the World Championships has been fucking atrocious. So that's your IIHF refs. And with these rules, God knows what the scores in some of these games could have been. I don't know. I just think that there's a reason we have a minor and there's a reason we have a major. So if you're going to be on 2 minute minor, if I'm going to slash you, I'm going to slash you to chop your arm off.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
make it
to
worthwhile.
You. Yeah, if I'm going to slash you I'm not going to slash you to remove you from the puck now. You know, like a little glove tap. Nope. If I'm going to go sit there for the full 2, definitely I'm going to earn it.
It's just mental, isn't it?
Yeah, I really don't get it. And people can say, "Oh, you're a goon." This happens all over the ice in every game. It's not just the goons; it's the skill guys. It's everybody. There's little gamesmanship things going on up and down the ice. Boys know they're going to take penalties, but it's the value of the penalty. You know, someone needs my import, and I'm stood there. I'm jumping the guy. I know I'm getting a 5+ game. I know it. That's fine. That's a good penalty. That's a good 5+ game. Somebody's coming through on a breakaway and you have to, maybe not on a breakaway, maybe like a 3-on-1 or something. And you have to take a penalty, but now you get set up and actually set your kill up. That's a good penalty. Someone's about to bury in the last minute of the game and you cross-check them from behind to clear them out the slot. you take your chance 5-on-4. There's gamesmanship that happens, and there's good penalties and there's bad penalties. And I think changing, like, I'd love to hear Clouts, Tomo, Paul, anyone, Dalton, any of you boys that have been on here, Smithy, Stevie, all you guys. Who else has been on Onesie? Let us know, because I'm sure the refs have got something to say about it.
It'd be interesting to see how, well, they haven't mentioned it in any statements, so there's no change, but the majors, imagine if they start just chucking people out.
It's going to start shooting guys. Just be like, that's it. Line up against the boards. You're done. Nah, God knows. I'm going to be starting seeing more and more fucking 47-game suspensions.
Yeah.
Liam Stewart put a tweet out the other day. I'll just see if I can find it because it made me piss myself.
Oh, that was funny. Was that the NHL hit?
Yeah. Where did he put it? By the way, if you don't follow Liam Stewart on Twitter, go follow him. He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the Jamie Benn cross check when he landed on
his face.
on the Vegas guy. Cross checked him in the face, essentially, the way he landed on him. And stupid. According to the EIHA, that's a 1-game suspension, but you have to sit out 4.5 games with 72.3 penalty minutes, and you can't play for 17 years in any English league. I think that's quite amusing. It's obviously a piss take, but some of the sussies that we've seen, will that change going into next year? That's probably a video in itself. I would like to see more clarity, as would everybody. But Mark, we're going to make another video right now because, well, we've hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. So gonna be doing a little video for you guys again right now. But for now, that's another episode in the books. Make sure you comment, like, share this about, do your other thing. Ticket Lab /4,000 and counting. You'll get your tickets for the charity game. Mark, anything else?
No, we're good. Peace.